Hello everyone. Again, welcome back to this SDP of Introduction to Arduino IoT and Simulation. Now, in this tutorial, I am going to explain the introduction to the Arduino Uno board. Sorry. So this is basically Arduino Uno board. Okay. Now I am going to explain what is this Arduino Uno board. Now please remember Arduino is not a microcontroller. Okay, it is microcontroller based board. Now I am going to explain what is meant by microcontroller based board. Why we have to call it as a microcontroller based board. So here we are having Atmega 328 microcontroller. Okay, so this is microcontroller which is available or which is there inside the Arduino Uno board. So we cannot say this board as a microcontroller. It is basically microcontroller based board. If we talk about this Atmega 328P, then that microcontroller, this Atmega 328P is only microcontroller. So if we talk about this particular chip only, then we can say it is a microcontroller. But if we talk about this board, then it is microcontroller based board. So please remember this thing, Arduino is a microcontroller based board. Okay. Now this board is having certain GPIO pins. Now what is meant by GPIO pins? General purpose input output pins, where we can interface different devices. Okay. Now I will explain this particular board in by section. Okay, so first section, here we are having some GPIO pins. So here we are having digital pins 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 13. Okay, so to these 13 or 14 pins we can interface different devices or different sensors to this particular pins. Okay, now these are digital pins. Now what is meant by digital and analog signal? So I will explain this particular thing. Suppose we are having microcontroller, okay, and you want to process some analog data or analog signal. Okay, so you are having analog signal. Okay, now microcontroller basically work on digital logic. Please remember this thing. Microcontroller always work on digital logic, that is 0 and 1. Okay, and if you want to process this analog signal, okay, but you cannot give directly this analog signal to the microcontroller because microcontroller work on digital logic, then first you must have to convert this analog data into digital format, and then you can give this digital signal to the microcontroller, and then microcontroller can process this data. Why? Because microcontroller works on digital logic only. It will not understand the analog signal. Okay, so this is related to the analog signal. But suppose you are having some digital data. Your sensor or some devices are directly giving digital data, and you want to process this digital data, then you can directly give this particular digital data to the microcontroller, and microcontroller can process, because microcontroller is compatible with the digital logic. Okay, now nowadays most of the microcontrollers are having inbuilt ADC. Okay, what does it mean? Suppose you want to process analog signal, then as most of the microcontrollers are having inbuilt ADC, you can directly provide this analog signal to this ADC. Okay, now obviously if microcontroller is having inbuilt ADC, then there must be certain pins which are available from this ADC, and to these pins you can connect this analog signal. Okay, so this is a concept related to analog signal processing in the using the microcontroller. Okay, now now here in this example, basically just so here we are having, similarly here in Atmega 328 microcontroller, we are having certain pins which are dedicated for the processing of the analog signal. Okay, so in this first section we are having this 0 to 13 pins. All these pins are digital pins. What does it mean? We can connect digital signal to these pins only. We cannot connect analog signal or analog data to these pins. Why? Because this microcontroller is having inbuilt ADC, but for that inbuilt ADC we are having this A0 to A5, total 6 pins. Okay, so this fifth part is nothing but analog, we can say analog channels. Okay, so whenever you want to process analog signal, then in that case you must have to connect that analog signal to these 6 pins only, that is A0 to A5 only. Okay, if you connect this analog signal to this 0 to 13 pins, then your microcontroller will not able to understand this analog data, and it will not perform, or it will not work properly. Okay, so whenever you are dealing with analog signal, you must have to connect analog signal or analog this data to this A0 to A5 pins, because this microcontroller is having inbuilt ADC, and that ADC pins are available on this A0 to A5 pins. Okay, now the next question is how to identify analog or digital data. Suppose you purchase one sensor, and you will not suppose you are having one sensor, and you are not aware whether this sensor is giving analog data or digital data. Then please remember this thing, just Google it related to that particular sensor, and just search what type of output that particular sensor is giving. Okay, and based on that you can connect that sensor or that device to this microcontroller. And most of the sensors are having like A0, AO basically, or DO. So DO stand for digital output. Okay, so if we are having DO pin in your sensor, then this is nothing but digital output. Okay, then you can connect this digital output to this 0 to 13 pins. AO stand for analog output. So in that case you have to connect that analog output this A0 to A5 pins. Okay, so first section is digital pins, fifth section is analog pins. Then this second section is L stand for LED. Okay, so this board is having inbuilt LED. Okay, on board they are having one LED. This LED is basically used for certain applications. Suppose you want to check the status of certain things, then in that case you can use this onboard LED. Okay, then we are having one more LED which is on LED. So suppose after connecting this board to the microcontroller, sorry, to the computer, you can check this pin whether your microcontroller is this board is working properly or not. Then this fourth is nothing but our Atmega 328 microcontroller. Fifth section we have already studied. Then sixth section is related to power supply. So we are having one VCC, that is 5 volt VCC, and two ground. Okay, now you will ask if why these pins are there. Suppose you want to design one application, then during designing of this particular application, this VCC and ground onboard VCC and onboard ground is given, so that you can connect this power supply to that particular sensor directly from this board. There is no need of external power supply. Okay, you can connect sensor or devices to this particular power supply. Then seventh is again given for the power supply. There is one jack through which you can connect power, or you can provide power to this particular board. Then eighth section is RX and TX. Whenever you are performing serial communication, in that case, these are basically LEDs. RX and TX are LEDs. So whenever you are performing serial communication, in that case this LED basically blinks. Suppose you are transmitting data, then TX pin will be in blinking condition. Suppose you are receiving data, then RX pin will be in blinking condition. Then ninth one is USB jack, okay, which is available on this board, through which you can connect this board to the microcontroller. And 10th section is reset button. So whenever you want to reset this board, in that case this particular button is used. Okay, so I hope all the concept are clear related to this Arduino board. All the sections I have explained properly related to this Arduino Uno board. Okay, so if someone is having Arduino Uno board, then you can take that particular board in your hand, and you can see all these 10 blocks are available on that particular board. Okay, now this is the actual board. Okay, so initially I have explain this particular we can say graphical presentation of this board, and this is the actual board. So you can see we're having this microcontroller, we're having these pins, okay, 13 pins, then we're having this analog pins, then we're having this power supply, then we're having external power supply, then you're having USB plug, then we are having reset button. Reset button is not given here. Okay, so reset button is given here, sorry. Okay, so all these things are there on this Arduino Uno board. Okay, thank you.